Hey, how you doing, everybody? It's Phil from New York Rocks, and we're rocking down here at the Hard Rock Cafe in Times Square. And I'm here with no other than the artist, Georgina Flood. And today we have all your artwork here today. How you doing?
I'm doing really, really well. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Thank you.
Tell everybody a little bit where you're from and how'd you get started with the artwork, Ed?
I'm from Dublin in Ireland, and I started drawing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And basically I gave up there for a good long couple of years and recently just got back into it through Facebook.
Wow.
And so that's 2.5 years ago. And my friends on Facebook have been amazing and they've been really motivational for me. And I just haven't stopped drawing since then, 2.5 years ago. And now it's my third visit now to America in the last 2 months. And being at a Hard Rock today has been just absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love your artwork. Now, did you start it's painting? It's actual painting or drawing?
It's drawing. It's graphite drawing. It's very simple. There's no magic tricks with it. It's just what it is. It's very raw and just simplistic.
Cool.
But it's full of passion for the Beatles, and they're the ones who
Was it the
me.
Beatles first that you got inspired to draw?
Well, really, it was George Harrison. I was named after George Harrison.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Georgina, right?
Yeah. And so he's always been a really, really big inspiration to me. And I was drawing George, and it's almost like a therapy. And anytime I draw him, it makes me feel really, really good. And so it's great to be able to have some sort of a talent, and then it's how I express myself through pencils, and everybody seems to really like it, so that's a bonus as well. And over the last 2.5 years, a hell of a lot now, probably, I don't know, good 50, 60, and proper good drawings. And I tend to take a long time on each one. It could be like 60 to 100 hours for one drawing, depending on my mood, depending on that. It really depends on what kind of inspiration I kind of get from it. When I do a lot of research, I don't just draw, a photo. I try to capture more than just drawing a person. I try to do a lot of research into what they went through at that moment that photo was taken, what kind of mood they were in. I look at the eyes. The eyes are the very first thing I draw, because to me the eyes are the window to the soul. They tell everything. And so I want to bring more than just your average drawing of a portrait of anybody. There's lots of artists out there who do portraits, but I want mine to be slightly different. So the difference with mine would maybe be the hair as well. I do a lot of swirls in the hair, and it's kind of whimsical and dreamlike, and I like to draw beautiful people, and to me the Beatles are very beautiful.
Now, drawing faces, isn't it? That's a very hard thing to do. It's when you're a drawer, because I remember I used to do artwork, and faces is very tough. What's the hardest part in drawing of a face? Would be the eyes or the nose, the mouth?
The hardest part for me, it's not getting easier, but I'm learning my techniques now. I'm trying out new techniques every day. But depending on the way the face is, like the profile of the face, if it's looking up or down, trying to get it so that it looks realistic, and maybe the chin and neck area.
So like the frontal is a little bit easier, but the side is a little bit harder too.
The side can be easier because you only have one eye. You've only got like the side of the nose and the mouth, so the profile. But face on, depending on the nose area, the nose can be difficult to hear, the bridge of the nose. My passion is with pencil. I was in college years ago, and my tutors used to try to make me do colour, do painting. And so I lost the passion for the art because they tried to force me away from the graphite, and they told me I'd never make it using just graphite, that I have to, go with the flow, what everybody else was doing to kind of make a name for myself. So that's when I lost the passion for art for a while, and then I got back into it, and I said, well, I'm just going to show people that I can actually do well with just pencil. Yeah.
So how long does it take to finish a drawing, let's say, and are they all like the same sizes?
They're all various sizes, and I have some drawings that I've done of George where it would take me 7 hours, and I get one done like that. It depends on my mood. I'd stay up all night and just draw it. Whereas I have another one of George. A lot of coffee, a lot of coffee.
Keeps you up.
Yeah, and I don't have a studio or any of that. I just sit at home on my couch watching telly, and I have my sketch pad on my lap, and it's so anybody can do it. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need all that. Just some good pencils, good sketch pad. And a lot of patience, a lot of passion, drive, and enthusiasm, and love for what you do. When you enjoy it, that's what makes it all worthwhile. But like with timing, For the work that I do, it can really depend. I've also done not just the Beatles, like Marilyn Monroe and Elvis and all these different people. Yeah, I don't just stick with the Beatles. They would be my main passion, but I do try other people too.
Very cool.
Yeah, so Marilyn Monroe wouldn't have taken me that long, but that ended up being a really successful one. A lot of people really liked that one.
Right.
Whereas with George, I have ones where I said 7 hours, but then there's another one I'm working on, I'm like 68 hours into it.
Right.
And it really depends. And now, because I'm putting more detail into it, it's taking longer because I'm learning. I'm still learning every day.
Did you ever meet George? Did you ever meet any of the Beatles?
I never met George, but I met Ringo. I gave him a drawing on stage when he was in Dublin back in 1998, though, a long time ago. And then also a friend of mine from Egypt, her name is Sarah Murad. She went to Cincinnati last year and she met Paul McCartney on stage. And I did a book cover for her, and she gave him my original drawing and the book as well. So at least I know he has something belonging to me. You know, so it's great. It's brilliant. I'd love to meet Paul myself, or Ringo, or anybody. You know, Klaus Furman would be another big inspiration.
I actually only met one. I met Pete Best. So at least I met a Beatle. He was a Beatle for a while.
Oh, Pete is meant to be so cool. Yeah, I'd love to meet him too. Yeah, he seems like a really, really cool guy. I want to draw him. You know, I did a drawing of him, I think, when I was 17. But like when I look back on it, I got no way. No, I know now that I've improved a hell of a lot, you know, and I'm still improving. Like when I go home now, I'm going back to Dublin on Tuesday, and I'll start drawing again, and I just want to improve every day. So I know there's so much more to learn, you know.
So what's your prize drawing that you like to draw the best? You said George or something?
George, definitely. There's something about George that's different from everybody else. And even with the profiles of him, he has very deep and mysterious eyes, and he gets me. In here. He really does. And
he was the quiet Beatle.
He was the quiet one. Maybe not so quiet as people might think as well, you know. But I think even recently he's becoming more recognised, which I'm really so happy about, that he's getting more recognition, because it used to annoy me back at home that some people wouldn't even know who George Harrison was. And I'd be going to college and I'd have frame pieces of George, just photographs, just for inspiration as I'm doing my work. The same at home, you know, everything was George, and I never felt embarrassed about being a big fan of his. I always kind of promoted it, and I didn't care what people thought, you know, if they thought I was mental or whatever, but it was fine. But like with him, there's a calming effect. He has a calming effect on me, and he makes me feel good about myself. And he makes me feel.
Here Comes the Sun?
I love Here Comes the Sun, yeah, of course. I love it, but I'm a really big fan of his solo work. I actually got to know George Harrison before I found out about the Beatles. So I always remember when I heard I Got My Mind Set on You, and I was only 10 or something at the time, and I looked at him and I was like, that's my man. You know, there was something about them eyes, and I'm looking at them eyes, and then my mum says, well, you know, you're named after that guy. And I was like, are you for real? And they were like, yeah.
Why'd you wait so long to tell me?
Yeah, it was so cool. And the two of them, they both went to see the Beatles in Dublin back in 1963, and it was great to know they went to see them. And just it's weird. I wish I could have got to see them. Like, I think I was born in the wrong decade, and everyone was so kind, and the whole morning has just been.
Had this happen? Had this come to be? Go ahead, tell everybody. Pull over here a little bit.
Okay.
Walk out of the shop. Yeah, but how that come to be?
Well, it's really with Q104. They've been advertising me now for a long time, and Ken Dashow has been an absolute darling about it, and he seems to really like my stuff, and we get on really, really well, and everybody just really seems to want for me to do okay, and I'm just going to go along with it, and I'm just going to enjoy every moment. You know, I don't really know what's happening, to be honest with you, because like when I landed here, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? And so I'm just taking every moment as it comes along, and just see how it goes, and really enjoy it. But everybody's been so kind to me, so I've been very lucky.
Well, thank you. I want to thank you very much for the interview. You're a wonderful, beautiful lady, and best of luck to you. I love your artwork, and nothing but the best for the future. Can you tell everybody, though, if they can find out more about you and find out how they can log on and check out some of your work? Ahead, tell everybody.
Yeah, well, my work is available on, you can check out my website, which is GeorginaFloodDesigns.com. And also I'm on Facebook. My Facebook art page is Portraits by Georgina Flood. And if you check me on there, you'll be able to find out everything you want to know about all the merchandise and all my future shows.
Because they can listen to your beautiful accent. Well, and thank you very much. You know, you rock.
Lovely
all
stuff.
right.
Lovely.
You're watching New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us? Tell her.
Thank you so much.
Who rocks better than us? Nobody. Nobody rocks like us. We rock the best.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peace out.